Hey friends, how's it going? Oh, it's been a while. So it is February 21st. And so remember the video where I was explaining prepping for the mayor speeches? There was a lot of delays during the mayor speech week due to snow delays, and it drove all of us nuts because it snowed on Sunday the 16th, and then it didn't snow on Monday, so we ended up doing mayor speeches on that Monday like we were supposed to, and I was flipping out because I haven't talked in front of a large group of people in 10 years. I've been working so hard on the speech, and everybody else did as well. We've been practicing, and thank goodness the speeches went very, very well for everybody. I was so stinking nervous, my whole body was shaking, but it didn't show because I was behind a podium, and my hand was shaking the most, and my legs. But again, you can't see your legs and your hand from behind the podium, so it was fine. I was 7th in the lineup to go, which was like probably the perfect position for me because I was like, okay, sounds good. And so I stated my name, did all the reasons why you should vote for me and all that stuff, and I felt so good to be done. So good to be done with that. I put a ton of effort into mid-January through mid-February. I put in a lot of effort into doing that. But I didn't feel, I felt better once the speeches were done. But then we had to vote, and then you vote, and then after students vote, they gather all the votes together, and the following day they were supposed to do the announcements about like who gets mayor and who gets other roles, a part of student council, and that got pushed off not once, not twice, but 3 times. You know why? Because of stinking snow. We had so many snow days last week. It's unbelievable. I am so tired of snow, and it drove the 8 of us nuts because we worked so hard doing the speeches. The votes were finally tallied, and we couldn't hold the assembly because there wasn't classes. Oh my gosh. Oh, we were going nuts. At least I was. And then, so the assembly was supposed to be Wednesday morning. Then it got moved to Wednesday afternoon. And then it got moved to Thursday morning. And then it got moved to Thursday afternoon. And Thursday afternoon it didn't move after that. Thank goodness. The teachers usually, like, what do you call it? They'll drag it out. I'm like, please don't drag it out, because you're going to drive me nuts if you drag it out. You're going to drive everybody else nuts if you drag it out. And because we've been waiting. If they didn't have to, if it was at its normal time, if the assembly was at its normal time, they would have dragged it out and made it all exciting. But, that didn't happen. And I was like, do not drag this out, or you're gonna drive everybody on stage nuts. You're gonna drive everybody off stage nuts. So yeah, so they started listing everybody's roles in student council, and it got down. I was the last 3 to be called, because they announced people by, this is what you're going to be doing, and I was the last 3. I was the third to last to be called. I'm like, okay, I was so close to being mayor, but I wasn't, so which is totally fine. I'm really happy for the people who got mayor and vice mayor. So I ended up getting this position that's called, it's the media position. I think it has a fancier name to this, but I'm gonna help the person who works at the Struce School that's in charge of the media department with the media stuff throughout the whole entire year, and I'm very, very excited about that. I challenged myself, and I'm like, people are gonna ask me, are you gonna run next year? And I'm like, this is a year-long thing. I am not gonna think a year down the road for my next mayor speech. I'm gonna focus on right now to see what, our first our first student council meeting is in March. Don't know when in March, but it's in March, and I'm just gonna start our year from there. So it's gonna be very, very exciting. Introduce the whole entire student council of 2025. It was only a day later, but it felt like an eternity later, because it kept getting moved more than 24 hours later than its original scheduled time, because of snow. I do not like snow. I am done with snow. I'm over it. And I've been telling people that people's like, it's very sweet that people wanted me to become mayor, because that's how well known I am around here, but I didn't, and I'm totally okay with that, because I'm really, really, really happy with the job I have currently. Very, very happy. I am not mad. I'm not frustrated. I'm actually relieved. The funny thing, well, it wasn't funny. It was agonizing for me, but I kept telling my family and friends who are not here, oh yeah, mayor speeches were on Monday, and the elections results are supposed to be on Wednesday. And it drove them nuts, because it wasn't like Wednesday morning or whatever. And it wasn't Wednesday morning, and then like, it's gonna be Wednesday afternoon, I know it, and it wasn't Wednesday afternoon, so I was holding it out on everybody. I was talking to my teacher today. I was like, we should have just sent out an email to let all you guys know what you guys got, because it was agonizing on all 8 of us. It was ridiculous. People were stressing. I was stressing out. People were telling me that they were stressing out. People were like, literally, including myself, were jumping out of our skins, because I'm like, we worked so stinking hard, and the voting were done, and 2 people knew the voting results, so 2 people knew the results, and I'm like, they couldn't tell us. How many times I bugged my teacher about, I know you know the results, and I know you won't tell me, but I need you to let me know. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. The anticipation was insane. Hey, sorry, it's March 5th, and I was like, I knew I had a video somewhere in there. I just didn't edit it. So that is how the mayor speeches went. And yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks, or a few. I think the last time I posted a video was like 3 weeks ago. So there is the mayor results for you. And I'll talk to you later because I have more stories about more things. So yeah, talk to you later.